Hey everybody, it is Amy TL with the Team Boot and Wicks. I wanted to do a video for my team to go over the next incentive trip qualifications. Super exciting things coming our way. So first of all, I'm in the hotel from my trip last night to see Max and Val, so it was awesome. So I don't have screen share because I'm doing this video from my phone. So I was going to screen share this, but we'll just do it this way. You need to have this printed off. This is the incentive trip guidelines. If you haven't already, I want you to print it off. I want you to stop the video right now. And I want you to go and print this off. And I want you to read it in full. So then when we're going through it, it all just makes more sense to you. Okay? So stop the video if you don't have it yet and go get it, because I think you want to highlight and you want to study. And if you do better on computer, that's fine, but just make me happy and do it this way for once, just because I think it may connect with you a little bit more. Okay, so our Scentsy Incentive Trip 2017, there's 5 different levels, and we're going to go over all of them. Let's see. First of all, we're offering 5 levels for the Scentsy Incentive Trip, including a vacation tailored to your Scentsy region, as well as special excursion for our top 100 qualifying consultants who earn the most credits. So let's see. Okay, first off, the qualification period. Basically, incentive trip credits are run from August 1st. So we're already on the 3rd, so time to get those points. August 1st to January 31st, 2017. The deadline for orders is, of course, midnight Pacific time on January 31st, 2017. Now, here's a super neat thing they did. They started the qualification period for recruiting in July. How awesome is that? How generous is that? So, recruits that you recruited in July, as long as they didn't already go certified yet, if they go certified in the qualification period, those will also count. Now, if they hit their certified status in July, they don't. So, but it goes back to July. So if somebody signed up in July and they hadn't done their 1,000 yet and hadn't went to certified status yet, those will absolutely count as long as they go certified in the qualification period. That's awesome. That's like so generous of Scentsy. One of the main reasons, I just love Scentsy. They're always giving more than they take. Okay, so how many credits do I need to qualify? All right, for level 1, you need 15,000 points, and 2,000 of that points have to be from activities other than personal sales. So level 1 is registration for your Scentsy family reunion. So I don't know what consultant's goal wouldn't be to go to reunion, because that's an important piece. So at the very minimum, that should be your goal to do, is to earn the reunion registration, so you can go free instead of paying for the registration. Credits needed, 15,000 points. However, if you're an awesome seller and you sell 15,000, 2,000 of those 15,000 have to come from somewhere other than personal sales, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So it's not 17,000 points you need. You only need 15,000, but 13,000 of it can be from sales. 2,000 of it has to be from somewhere else. So that's how this kind of works. Second level is 3-night, 4-day regional trip, including hotel accommodations and Scentsy hosted parties. So if you want to go to reunion and have your hotel, your airfare, no, it doesn't say airfare. Okay, so a hotel accommodations and Scentsy hosted parties only. If you want that paid for, you need 19,000 points, 4,000 of it coming from somewhere else. So, and again, airfare is not in that one, so mark that. So 3-night, 4-day trip to reunion, hotel accommodations, and Scentsy hosted parties are covered for you. So that's amazing. And that'd be 19,000 points. Again, 4,000 somewhere else. Number 3, level 3, all expense paid 3-night, 4-day trip to Punta Cana. Okay, I went to Punta Cana 3 or 4 years ago when Scentsy did a trip there. It is so beautiful. I just can't believe how, and that's all expenses paid. And if you haven't been on a Scentsy trip, let me tell you, all expenses means all expenses. It means the bags for your or for your flight, your per diem for your meals. It means everything. I can't even explain what a Scentsy trip is. You just have to experience it for yourself. So, level 3, all expense paid trip to Punta Cana for one. That's 23,000 points, 6,000 from somewhere else. Level 4, all expense paid to Punta Cana with you and a guest. Okay, so that's for 2, all expenses paid. And that's 27,000 points needed, 7,000 from somewhere else. Okay, when I first joined Scentsy, a lot of these trips, you needed 28,000 just to earn for one. How generous are they being? This is amazing. Okay, so level 5. This is the big one. All expenses paid trip to Africa for you and one guest. Top 100 credit earners worldwide. So this includes all regions of the top 100 earners, and you need 7,000 points from something else. So basically, that's the breakdown of the points. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So let's go over how you get those points. So you get them on monthly sales. This year they've done PRV. You get, for every point you earn in PRV, you will earn 1 credit toward your incentive trip. So basically per dollar, 1 point. So dollar point. 1 point in PRV equals 1 credit. So if you sell, my goal is going to be to sell between 2,500 and 3,000 a month. So I at least get 2,500 points every single time in PRV points. But we can talk about plans. We're going to do a team meeting about plans later. So point per dollar on monthly sales. Building your team. Okay, now I may have just lost some of you. You may have thought, well, I'm out. I don't sponsor. I can't sponsor. You need to just wipe that from your head. Today's a new day, and you can do this. So, and honestly, Scentsy is such an amazing opportunity. You're not bothering people by offering them the opportunity. You're sharing an amazing company and an amazing opportunity with them. You're doing them a favor. You need to get that in your head. So, okay. So personally sponsored consultants. Sponsor 1 new consultant from July to January 31st who earns at least 1,000 in PRV. So they go certified during the qualification period of August 1st through January 31st. Okay. So the key on that is, yes, the recruits in July count, but they have to go certified within the actual real qualification period of August through January. So for every person that you do that with, you get 1,000 points per qualifying new consultant. So, so my goal, just to kind of give this to you in perspective, keep in mind I'm going for Africa, is I want 12 recruits. So, and some of you just are like, what? Okay, guess what? Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you land in the stars. You shoot high, and if you miss, which I don't think you will, but if you do, you're still going to come out better than you were. So that's mine. So that's a way. Personal promotions. So basically this company, I believe they make all of these incentive trips around things you should be doing anyways to advance yourself in this business and that are only going to benefit you. So personal promotions, you can get anywhere from 1,000 points to 10,000 points for personal promotion points based on the levels you go. Paid at title. I love this one because here's the deal. I joined Scentsy in November 2009 and I hit director status in April. Okay, there wasn't a trip qualification in that time period. There was to Hawaii, but it was only November, December, January, and I was so new I didn't even know it was trip qualification. So, so when I made my promotions, none of them counted towards any trip. And I'm still a director, and so every single trip that you guys know I've earned totally with no personal promotion points, even though they've always offered them. But I've always hit my director numbers. I've never went Q. I've never been demoted back to superstar consultant. So my consistency wasn't rewarded until last year when they changed this. So, okay, off the soapbox, but I love paid at title. Love it. So anyways, so paid at title. Basically, if you're whatever title you are, that doesn't necessarily mean you're hitting that title every month. But if you are, you're going to get points for that because that's something you should be trying to do anyways. So let's say you're a star consultant and you're getting paid at title every single month. So you're going to get 400 points every single month. So 400 times 6, 2,400. Awesome. Okay, so that's another way. And then consistency, another one I love because I am pretty consistent. So earn credits when you consistently work your business during the qualification period. So, okay, if you do 5 out of 6 months, if you do your 150 PRV every single month, which you guys know I teach you should be trying to do that every single month. Or actually, if you wanted to get technical, I think it should be 200 so you can enter it as a party and get the free shipping and hostess rewards. But anyways, for purposes of this, 150 PRV each month, 5 out of the 6 months, 2,000 credits earned for that. Paid at title each month, 5 out of the 6 months, 2,500 points earned. So one thing you want to keep in mind, those extra points you have to get from somewhere else, the consistency PRV one does not count as other, that counts within PRV. So keep that in mind, that 2,000 for the PRV consistency counts in your PRV total, but not in that other points that you need. So when you're figuring and you're trying to figure, okay, I want a trip for 2 to Punta Cana and I need 7,000 of my points to be other from sales, do not count that 2,000 PRV consistency one into that 7,000 because that goes towards the PRV. But these other things that I'm talking about, those would be the other that we're talking about. Okay. So some of the questions I've had. One of the big questions and one of the things I saw on a different video was they said that reinstatements don't count. Reinstatements and roll-ups don't count. I verified it and on here that is incorrect. That information, if you've watched that video that's floating around, it's a great video, but that's incorrect. Let me see if I can find it so I can just read it directly to you. Why didn't I highlight it? I didn't bring my highlighter to the hotel. I brought everything else, but I forgot my highlighter. Give me just a second. Here's the roll-ups. Okay, if a new frontline rolls up and then hits their 1,000 PRV, will I receive credits? If a new frontline member was sponsored between July 1st and January 31st and earns 1,000 PRV between August 1st and January after they roll up to you, they will count toward your sponsoring credits. Okay, and here's the other one. Will reinstated consultants count toward my new sponsors? Okay, so yes, if a consultant is reinstated and starts over as a brand new consultant with the title of essential consultant. So if they come back as certified, they won't count. But if they are still essential consultant with so basically, let me say that again. Yes, if a consultant is reinstated and starts over as a brand new consultant with the title of essential consultant, they will count toward your sponsoring credits. Consultants who are restored will not count. So, and if you have questions about what the difference between reinstated and restored is, it's in your policy. It explains it real crystal clear, but you can also reach out to your sponsor and ask them. So that's the one thing I wanted to clear up that I'd seen floating around that was kind of false information. And the other thing I was waiting for clarification, there was a whole bunch of debate on the consistency, if that would count, like your paid at title consistency, all of that added up, and yes, it does. So like example for me, just to give you an example, if I hit my directors, if I get paid as title as director, which I will because I'll make it happen, paid at title, I get 800 points every month that I do that. 800 times 6 is 4,800 points. So that will therefore, to be paid at title, I have to be doing at least 500 a month. So I'm going to get my PRV consistency. So that's another 2,000. And then I'm going to do my paid at title. So that's another 2,500. So basically, just by doing what I should be doing anyways every single day, that's always my goal and has been since I hit director in April 2010, and that I've done since then, I'm getting 9,300 points for that. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, those are some examples. I hope everything made sense to you. I want you to make your plans, and I'm going to be planning on our Facebook live team meeting. We're going to go over some scenarios and stuff. So if you would post on this video what level your goal is, maybe I can draw up some different plans and we can go over them in the meeting. So I'm super excited about this, guys. You can do this. They've made 5 levels, so many of us can earn this. This is so great. And I better get off here because I have a date with you, Trish, if you're watching this, and we're going to make crafts tonight. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.